How can you repurpose the skill sets that a veteran has to truly save lives globally? We're going to talk about that in this episode. One of the coolest parts about Broke to Woke, as you know, Britney, is we're going through our stories, what changed, what happened, the key takeaways, the key learning lessons, the moments. Before we get into some of those from last year, I'm quite positive our listeners also have been going through an incredible journey of wealth transformation, of richness, of growth, of spirituality. Some relationships got bonded and healed. Some hearts got mended. It's been an incredible journey. So for those of you who are listening and watching, please post in the comment section below or on Instagram or on the Twitters or on the social medias. How has season 1, 2, and 3, and hopefully season 4 of Broke to Woke changed your life? What improvements have you made? What growth have you seen? Just share with us so that we can feature you in season 5, because we're going to keep doing this.
It's one of our favorite things, is getting your feedback and watching your growth, hearing about that journey, hearing which episodes stand out to you the most or transformed your lives. And so feel free to reach out. You're never bothering us.
No, you're not.
Especially when it's compliments.
Hey, words of affirmation is a love language.
We love it.
We both, they're high on our list.
Especially Lithuanian words of affirmation.
Lithuanian, we love you. So what are some amazing insights, revelations, changes, creations, other than beautiful little bear over there, that you've had in the last year?
Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of Aerial Recovery. It's our nonprofit. They have not only crushed it in the disaster field, but they have taken anti-trafficking missions by storm. I mean, that was my original gangster vision since I was 12, was to actually do these rescues. And so it's so beautiful that the disaster that hit the island, that I thought just annihilated all of my dreams, and like, why, God, why did you allow this, was really the keeper of the key to everything I ever wanted. You know, if it hadn't been for that disaster, Hurricane Irma in 2017, I would not have really seen what was possible in Jerremy Locke. You know, he was a fun guy to date until he decided to come to respond to Hurricane Dorian with me in 2019. In 2019, he came down there, found his purpose, and I saw how good he was at disaster relief. Because to be honest with you, I've been going on missions since I was 12, and I was always a very frustrated missionary. I was always angry because people aren't very good at this. Like, there's people in desperate need, and people are like, oh, let's take a break. And we're like, no, people need help. And they weren't either driven enough or whatever. I don't know what was wrong with them. They didn't have the training, but people sucked at helping. So to go down there and to see that level of devastation, which was absolutely heartbreaking, was my first experience watching a veteran step into action. And so to see Jerremy go out there and just start taking over and executing and helping, I was like, hey, do you have any friends? And so that was when he's like, yeah, I have a lot. And we saw the power of veterans in these austere environments. And so we're watching how incredible they are at disasters. And then we saw how even going in after disasters, guess who else is there? Traffickers. And we watched how these evildoers would come in to sheer chaos and do terrible things to innocent people that have just gone through the biggest losses of their life. And so we decided we've got to do something about this. So in the last year, our partnerships with other nonprofit organizations to be able to track down these bad guys and do rescues has been just phenomenal in that growth. We've responded to, Ukraine. Yeah. Rescued over 7,000 people, including 900 orphans in Ukraine, which was happening during our recording last year.
Yeah, during season 3, Jerremy was there.
Yeah, right. I was trying not to have a panic attack the whole recording because he's in a live war the whole time. Yeah, really brand new, freshly started war zone.
Yeah.
So, and we had just gotten off our honeymoon like a week before.
Sure.
It was horrible. So
7,000 and animals, right?
Yeah, over 92 animals, I believe. We went to Ukraine, rescued over 7,000 people. The team went out to Pakistan, Turkey, India, and responded to Hurricane Ian. It was just been so incredible to see these heroes. But we worked with Dr. Clay Lauder to come up with the Heal the Heroes program, which was incredible because what I would see is these guys, these heroes and veterans have all the skills needed to make a huge difference and to actually do these rescue ops. But I'd see the transition from military to being a humanitarian. They did need a level of healing. You know, these guys have experienced a lot of trauma, and sometimes that trauma can block you from everything you ever wanted. So the Heal the Heroes program has massively taken off as well. We've had over 100 heroes come through the program. It's a year long. It is free to nominate people. And that has hands down, we get to do amazing stuff all the time, but that has hands down been the most incredible thing I've ever been able to be part of. To watch like the toughest people in the whole world, like get to cry it out, get to release things that have haunted them, maybe sometimes from childhood, and to be able to step into, you know, not just being a warrior, but to being that humanitarian special operator, and not just a special operator, but being a humanitarian special operator has been just incredible because, again, it was so insane to me that this level of qualification and capability actually believed in their heart that they were worthless and had no more purpose and meaning. The more front lines I've been able to go to, the more need I know that they can serve. And it's not just them. Obviously, we need entrepreneurs going to the front line, coming up with the companies and the solutions and the economic opportunities to eliminate poverty and desperation at its roots. So it's truly people understanding how important they are, how much they matter, and how much need there really is for them in the world. And that's really how we have chosen to define abundance, which is not just having enough for myself and my family, but having enough to be able to provide for the needs of the world. Now, what are those skills, listeners, do you have that you may not understand may apply to Pakistan after they've got 30 million people displaced because of the floods?
I'm glad you brought that up again because I love you, but you kind of glossed over. You're like Pakistan. Skip to the next country. That was one of the country's most devastating natural disasters in history.
Right.
It was a huge flood. Pakistan is like almost the size of the U.S.
Blip on the news.
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, 30 million. Imagine the entire southeast of the U.S. being in 6 feet of water.
Yeah, it's probably more than that.
Yeah.
With cobras swimming around in it, by the way, too.
Well, didn't know that.
Ugh.
It's new. That is a gargantuan undertaking. And I just want everyone who is listening to just realize you can serve a purpose. It matters to them. The people that are there, the rescue missions that you're able to partake in, if it's one person, if you donate $100, if you donate a hug, if you're there to some degree, because just pouring into the heroes is a massive, massive change down the line as well. This is a trickle-down effect that I'm sure Dr. Clay Lauder probably never even thought about, right? Meaning you're going to heal these individuals really from the inside out. How much better are they going to be able to perform for the next 5, 10, 15 years? And who can they impact and who can they heal?
Also, the ripple effect of just one person not committing suicide. You know, if you do commit suicide, what that does generationally, you truly believe in your heart that people won't miss you and you're better off. The world is better off. But that's absolutely the farthest thing from the truth. And it's like, I can't remember the exact statistic, but it's like a child of someone who commits suicide is 100% more likely to do it than somebody who's not. And you have to realize, like, you are loved. You are here for a reason. You may have gone through really horrible things, but there's a way to heal. There really is. But you got to keep trying stuff. You got to keep engaging in your healing, not escaping. And who you spend your time with matters a lot. But there's way more than enough need out there for you, for your life, for your skills. And if you know somebody struggling, please, if it's a veteran or if it's somebody that is in the first responder community, so that's police, fire, EMS, like, please nominate them. Again, it's free to nominate. We would love your sponsorships too, so we can keep the program going. But above all else, we want to get people the help that they need, because this program takes those people and people that aren't necessarily struggling with that, but have other things that they want to heal from, and allows them to undertake those things in a platoon of other people who have their own struggles, their own growth, and have overcome these same obstacles.
So donations to aerial recovery do in fact go to some of the Heal the Hero missions?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either going to go to putting a hero through the whole year-long program or sponsoring a mission that those heroes end up leading.
Shameless plug. Cool. If you're listening to this, I know you already spent $5,000 to listen to this episode.
Yes.
I get it. I know it costs a lot of money, but shameless plug, please donate to aerial recovery. $5, $10, $100.
Yes.
I'd prefer $500,000 if you got it sitting around. Throw in some money because this is impact.
Yeah.
And to give another shout out, there was a guy here at Abundance, his name was Edmund, and he saw your video of these heroes really going on these missions.
Yeah.
Being there, boots on the ground, and he was in awe. He was inspired because he said, wait a minute, this is the real deal. It's not like they're driving to, Kentucky and you got 2 people with a chainsaw, although those missions work as well and those also go down. But this is global.
Yeah.
This is a magnificent enterprise that is happening right now. And it repurposes these veterans with a new mission that they can continue. And it fills them and fulfills them.
Well, the coolest thing is I love triple prizes. I love redemption. I love watching this thing, if tweaked, it goes and solves this. And so it's been really interesting to watch like the more high level person that hears of this concept heal heroes to save lives and stop evil. Wow. Okay. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yep.
You mean that this investment has a return that has a return that has a return that has a return that has a return, because the fulfillment that these guys and gals get from being able to take those skills, that mindset, all that mission planning, everything, and go redeploy it into these fields, it's like it makes their lifetime. And so again, it's we've all heard hurt people, but healed people heal people.
Oh, shoot.
And that's really what we're doing here on the island in general, is helping people step into their purpose. But when we get the opportunity to work with these veterans, for my Force for Good entrepreneurs out there, when you start finding a solve and you test it and you see that it works, such as healing veterans and watching how they have the capacity to save lives and stop evil, that is quite the case study. Once you have developed that and you understand it and you see how that beautiful circle works, because the heroes are getting so much purpose and fulfillment that they want to live. A lot of the guys we work with did not want to live. And I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
What is it like to want to live again?
Yeah. And
to believe that you matter and to be the man or woman that your family needs you to be, your community needs you to be. Like the ripple effect of this program is triple prizes. It's the coolest thing ever. And so I want you to start asking yourself, what am I working on? And how can I test it, create a case study, and scale it? Because this is one of those amazing solutions. Because if you didn't know, currently a veteran commits suicide every 84 minutes in America alone. Just in America alone. And suicide rating is the highest in the Special Forces community. The most trained, the most equipped, the most elite have literally survived all these battles, and then they throw themselves away. What a waste. And I'm not willing to just live in a world where that's normal.
Do you believe that it's because they feel worthless?
I believe that they've experienced a lot of trauma, and that trauma, if not dealt with, creates a lot of terrible things in the body, including dis-ease, chronic pain. But all suicide is linked to a lack of purpose. And when you don't understand that you still matter, that you're still worthy, that you still have value, then why be here? And so it's been really exciting for us to bring that front line of need to them and say, get your butts up. Don't you dare throw yourself away, because you matter. And if you don't believe me, come with me. And then they get to come with us and see it firsthand for themselves and rescue those kids and rescue those elderly people who were stuck in their homes during Hurricane Ian and pull them out. Like there was 2 75-year-old people who were like holding each other. They've been married for like 55 years.
Oh my gosh.
And they said, this is our last night together. We know we're going to die. And we got to freaking rescue them.
Let's go.
Yeah. They feel like $1 million. Come on.
Oh my
It
God.
was so cool.
Yeah.
So it's rewarding. Doesn't mean it's not hard, but like your journey of healing matters and it's important you take it.
I want to talk in future episodes about your journey of healing as well, because I know you've done a lot in the last year for yourself, meaning you've never stopped. You're continuing, which is beautiful. I also want to credit you for being the person that says heal people, heal people. I don't know if I've heard that before, but
Thank you.
I'm just going to credit it to you because you're a bomb. And in my opinion, I love that triple prizes concept. There's something that I want to discuss more about because I know you and I had a really cool discussion yesterday, writing back from the MOC about triple prizes and what that really means. What's double prizes, triple prizes? How's that compounding effect really work?
Yeah.
And the fact that you have nailed down and you are brave enough to say that suicide is linked to a lack of purpose. And when you can find a solution to a problem that is that large, this can eventually span into individuals who are not veterans. This can span to individuals who just have IT background.
Absolutely.
Or any skill that would be valuable to a global organization that is a true humanitarian operation. Someone that can go in and create change in massively affected areas. Is that a vision that you have for Healing Heroes?
Yeah, no, absolutely. They are the answer. They're a piece of the answer. They're the front line of the answer. Entrepreneurs are the long-term solution.
Yes.
But if we've ever solved clean water before, guess what?
We can do it again.
Shouldn't be an issue anymore.
Yeah.
Because we're not just my country, your country. This is our world.
Yes.
This is humankind. And it's important that we help each other instead of believe that there's any kind of competition. So we've solved most of the problems people are suffering from today. And it takes continued innovation to continue to scale those solutions and also find new solutions for additional ones.
Can a veteran nominate themselves?
Yes. And we love when that happens because they're raising their hand and saying, I'm ready. I want this and I'm hungry for change. I'm willing to do the work. And they do it, which is very cool.
How much can you tell us about the selection process? Because you get hundreds of applicants.
We select the people who need it. That's it. We select the people who truly need it. And it's important and hard to filter through. Obviously, we'd love to continue to scale that program.
Sure.
Because everybody's worth it. But some people are like, oh, he's a good guy. And it's like, so-and-so, sometimes they just really need it. And what's been really cool is the people who do really need it and are in a really rough place. Once they've chosen to go through their healing process, they become freaking unstoppable. They have an approach to life and a gratitude unlike anything you could ever, you can't coach people to have that level of gratitude for life. You can't coach character. And so they just have it and
it needs to be there.
Incredible assets. Yeah,
it needs to be baked in. If you're listening and you know of someone, make sure to pop over to arrowrecovery.org, nominate, click the link. It's easy to find. My girl Britney made the user experience very easy.
Super easy.
All right. Anyone can figure it out. Please go in there, nominate a friend, throw in some applications, get some individuals, get them healed so that they can expand this ripple effect.
Costs you nothing.
It costs you $0.
Mm-hmm.
$0. Why are you not doing this? Get some people nominated. Let's continue to pour in to so many individuals because this is a huge ripple effect. And we're going to talk about that even more in the next episode as we discuss compounding gains and how that impacts decisions.
I'm sure after listening to episode 3, you are dying to nominate somebody who is in desperate need of this Heal the Heroes program or has all the capabilities and qualifications to be able to put a dent in the evil things that are happening on this planet. Aerial Recovery, our nonprofit, has a program called Heal the Heroes Initiative. And it's where you can nominate and or sponsor a deserving veteran or first responder to go through a 1-year healing program. And on the other side, they're repurposed as humanitarian special operators that save lives and stop evil. Let's continue to build out this case study and show that veterans are not victims, they are assets.